Hello again, everyone. Welcome to week 13. Well, it's week 14. I'm a little slow doing last week's spread. This week I thought I would revisit my attempt at a monochromatic spread. So I was inspired a couple of weeks ago to try my hand at doing a black and white spread, because I saw Ali over at Dabbling in Journals start a black and white baby journal for her new grandchild, and I thought it looked very effective and very interesting and something I wanted to try. However, it wasn't particularly successful, so I thought I'd revisit the idea of a monochromatic spread using colours that I'm more comfortable with, and in this case my chosen colours are blue and white. I love blue and white. I collect Dutch Delftware from the Netherlands, and it's something that I am more comfortable with. I have more blue and white crafting supplies, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it has been a little bit more successful, shall we say. So here I'm using some items that I purchased from Brigitte from the Happy Vintage Crafter, and she was kind enough to pop in this blue and white drink mat, and so it's going perfectly with my theme this week. And I've also used some Awagami Factory Paper here, which I love how it tears. It gives a really soft edge when you tear it, which is a nice contrast to the hard edges of some of the other items that I've used here. So my news from last week was that I had my Etsy store April update, where I launched 2 new postcards as well as a whole bunch of other new products to my shop as well. And to celebrate that, and for a bit of fun, I also ran a giveaway over on Instagram, and I did a little behind the scenes video here on YouTube as well. So I sent those items off yesterday, and it was really interesting. I just used one of those random number generator websites, and the main box of goodies went to a lady in the UK, and the 4 sets of postcards went to almost the 4 corners of the earth. They one to the Netherlands, one to Turkey, one to the US, and one to here in Australia, which was nice. And I see over in the UK this week that even though it's supposedly spring, that they've had some snow in the last few days, which is quite exciting. I think probably not for the people who have to live in it, but for us here in Australia, when we're in, especially where I am, which is subtropical, we're supposedly in autumn, and yet the days are still 30 degrees. So we're very, very keenly awaiting some cooler weather. So I got this stamp and the other one from the Happy Vintage Crafter Etsy store, and they're from Pens Papers Planner is the designer, and I'm also using one of the washi tape sample loops that I purchased as well, which is a Alloy Design one. So how's your week been going? Have you had surprising snow? Is the weather behaving itself where you are? Have you tried your hand at any monochromatic spreads? And if so, what colours did you use? Because I guess the term monochromatic is really indicating the use of mono is really one colour, but you always have to have something as a contrast, so you end up with two, I guess. But if you've tried it, let me know. How did it go? Did you like it? What colours do you think work best for those sorts of spreads? Let me know if you're a fellow Delft enthusiast too. I think sometimes people think it's a bit of an old-fashioned item, but I see it as, I guess, quite timeless. A timeless combination, and it's been quite interesting in recent years to see a sort of revival of blue and white in the Hamptons style, which is rather popular here in Australia. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm sure you can hear Remy in the background. He's chatting away. He's a little bit annoyed. He's a bit itchy at the moment. He's having a molt, and he's very, very keen for some scritchies in the areas that he can't reach himself, so like the back of his neck and on the top of his head, because he's only still little, so he sort of struggles a bit to do that thing that birds do where they stand on one foot and get the other foot up and give it a really good scratch. So he's singing away at the moment, and I'll go and give him a bit of scritchy love after I've done this. So yeah, it's the start of school holidays here, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with my children, and hopefully my husband is going to take some time off work as well, and then we'll get back into it for the next school term. So here I'm using one of the Kuretake dot pens, and this is a pastel blue. It doesn't have a double end, just a single side. Oh, Remy, he's singing away. I've also chosen music this week which all has the word blue in it, just for a bit of fun. I would have liked to use a certain song, Blue Dababdi, but you have to be careful with what music you use on YouTube. So I just use songs that they have in their audio library, which is actually really quite nice. There's a lot of very talented people out there making music. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'll see you next week for week 14. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.